Figured I'd jump on a little bit early. See who rolls in and joins the party. Figured I'd jump on a little bit early. Just gonna sit here and wait for anybody that jumps in. Just hanging out. A little bit of BCAAs and some Rockstar. Heat hasn't been too bad today. It's actually pretty steady. It was actually felt a little bit hotter earlier, but it's kind of cooling off. Not too bad today though. I've been working in the shop all day, working on my my wine caddy. I've been posting pictures of it on my Facebook and Instagram. I got a little bit to go, probably a few more hours, and I'll have it all done. Watermelon BCAAs, you know. How you doing, Vicky? Can you hear? Let me know. Can you hear me all right? Awesome. How's your day going? So BCAAs are branch chain amino acids. They're just a breakdown of proteins, different proteins, and that's what aminos are. Just kind of supplementing what your body needs. If that makes any sense. Hey, Kat. What's up? And then Rockstar, you know Rockstar, you know? And a little kick. I like the blue one, the zero sugar. Get a nice little breeze here in California right now. You said I love chemistry and biology, so yes, I understood what you're saying. Oh, I know you did. You're a smart woman. Very knowledgeable. Yeah, it helps keep you hydrated too. I feel like sipping on them throughout the days. It kind of helps me out, you know. Yeah, it's good there's a breeze. It's crazy though, Kat. Like, I've been I haven't gone back to work yet. I go back to work soon, and if you didn't know that, I've been off work for 8 months now. I got injured at work, so I've been off work, which is nice. I've been able to spend time with my family and my daughter. She's 9 months old tomorrow. So I've got to enjoy that, and I've got to do a lot of stuff to my house that I've needed to do, which is nice. But this, anyways, it's been hotter at nighttime in my shop. I'll leave my garage door closed, and it just gets kind of humid in here. And I've been just working a lot of hand tool stuff, so you work up a sweat pretty quick. Hi, Sharon. No, I don't speak Indonesian. My brother used to live in Jakarta. Ladiyav, hi. Pleasure to have you. Ken Gumas, nice garage. Thank you. Yeah, it's I fit what I can in here, you know. I had a bunch of I'm still redoing my kitchen. Just waiting on a few things, my countertops and a few more things to be painted, but I built all my I built my cabinets from the ground up, and they were all in my shop right here. So it's nice to get them pushed out of here and have more space. And I definitely have a lot of stuff that I want to that I want to do. One being I want to pull my table saw back, and I need to build an outfeed table / workbench. Vicky says, up here we had 0 wind, high humidity, just nasty air, soup. Blech. Yeah, that's like Minnesota weather right there, like Minnesota in the summer, or like Florida. Kat says, didn't know that. Glad you're recovering well. Yeah, I had a as you know, I'm a union carpenter, and I had an incident with a precast concrete deck panel that wasn't so nice to my leg, so I've just been recovering. It was quite the injury. Bagner Molina says, nice garage. Thank you. Lil Sambo, what's up? What's up? Cheers from Germany. I'm here in California, United States, so it's nice to have people from out of the country that really join this thing, you know. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. What's up, Daniel Skal? I liked your video earlier, man. That's pretty cool. Nice. Gallagher says, I'm from Afghanistan, Fallujah. Well, Gallagher, nice for you to join me. Cat says, Skal. Yeah, it's been really refreshing to have these lives. I really enjoyed doing them. I definitely took inspiration from Daniel, as he knows already, and some others know. So it's definitely nice to be able to share who you are with people, and not just the work that you're doing, the woodwork that you're doing, and the channel that you're trying to create, but just connecting with people is my main thing. And it's nice to be able to share that with people around the world, obviously. Daniel says, yeah, I figured I'd film it since I had to build 8. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. For my kitchen and my bathroom together, I had to build like 30. So, but 8, like, there's a lot of detail in cabinets. You know, if anyone who doesn't know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. And that was just a beautiful video and a beautiful display of just the true craftsman that Daniel is. You know, he's always really detailed in his videos, and it's nice that he was able to share something, because he's a business owner as well. He has a crew of 14. He's a contractor, as many of you know, and many of you probably don't know. But yeah, he knocked out a bunch of cabinet doors yesterday, I believe, right? And that was pretty cool. So yeah, it's nice for him to share, as with other stuff he shares. Thanks, Lil Sambo. I try to be. I'm okay. I'm okay, guy. Howdy, Susan. Hope you're having a good day. Rich, what's up, bro? I'm having a good day, Rich. It's staying steady with the heat. Nice little breezes here and there, but just nice to take a little break from the day. I've been working on my wine caddy. I've been posting pictures. It's been a fun one. It's a really detailed build, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with everybody. I'm gonna make a video too. So I've been shooting for the video, and it's gonna be nice. I definitely have enjoyed this little competition. It's fun. Yeah, I'm glad Daniel shared too. What's up, Ray? I'm glad you made it. Hey, I've been enjoying your videos, man. Those are some good videos. Man, you guys are on the comments. You got them. And picking those up, huh? Thanks, guys and gals. Yeah, I'm just hanging out. I've been stuff that I've been doing. A lot of detailed parts. And then I just dated out a groove for my My wine caddy posts, they're gonna be made of purple heart. I already got them glued up and everything. And then and panels for my wine caddy. They're gonna lock into my dado grooves. And then I did like a little detailed box with splines and stuff. So I'm not trying to ruin the surprise. I just like to share, you know. This has been a lot of fun. Dovetails have been really fun. I'm enjoying them a lot. And these are through dovetails. I'm looking forward to getting more seasoned, you know, and doing some blind dovetails and eventually some sunrise and some other variations. Daniel says, I would have built them different if it were for something else, but being downtown in a historic district, we had to match existing. That's cool. That's the cool thing about building, man, is you get to really show your creative side. And that's something I really enjoy about you, Daniel. Lil Sambo says, bro, in Germany it's literally 1 a.m. in the night, but sorry for my bad English. Hey, you're no bad English here. That's a pleasure. I'm glad to have you at 1 a.m. I appreciate you being here. It's nice to see that people are interested in my channel, and I like to do these lives because you get to know me better, not just stuff you see in my videos. If you've seen my videos. Rich says, wish I could do that, but in audit hell right now at work, so not much production in the shop. Sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, it gets like that, man. You know, sometimes things become stagnant, and you got to like look for other ways to be creative, and just, you know, it definitely, you can find inspiration from others if I'm going to give any advice. So, like, you know, just if you're not able to build a lot of stuff right now, just take inspiration from others and just enjoy what they're doing, and maybe it'll spark you to do something new or whatever. Daniel says, loving those dovetails, man. That's awesome. Hey, that's all you, bro. I've been a big fan since I was of like joinery like that since I was a kid, really, because I grew up around construction, stuff like that. But up until recently, you know, seeing you do the dovetails, I was like, man, that's pretty cool. I've seen Kosman do it, and Sellers and Eslia do it, and some other guys. But yeah, you definitely got me into doing them, and I'm enjoying them really a lot. I'm looking forward to, like, I'm like a joinery junkie. Like I love it. I'm fascinated with it. So, and I'm just trying to dive deeper into like hand tool use. I've used a lot of hand tools and stuff over the years, but I'd like to have a good mixture of machinery and hand tools. I feel like that makes you a really good craftsman overall, in my opinion. Yeah, that was a great video today. You're right, Ray. Daniel made. What's up, Rob? Rob is T Junior. If any of you don't know, T Junior Woodworking. He has a great channel. If you have a chance, if you haven't subscribed, go subscribe. Vicky says that cabinet door video came at the perfect time. Still working up on the courage to build my extra kitchen cabinets. Well, that's good. That's cool. Yeah, just like I was talking about, getting inspiration from others. That was a cool video, though. Daniel says, awesome, Vic. You'll do the cabinets justice. You got this. I love it. Thanks, Lo Sambo. I appreciate the love and the support, you know, especially at 1 a.m. And that's just cool. And hello from California, United States, over to you in Germany, right? What's up, Mackenzie? How you doing? Richard says, let's help grow 77 Rockets channel. Hit the like and share and get others on here. Does great work too. You know, Rich, I really appreciate you, man. And I gotta show Rich some love. He's Moyoc Scorpion Woodworks. If for those of you who don't know, this guy is amazing. He is on the lives with Daniel at Bearded Viking Woodworks, and he's such a giving person. He's like, I can't say enough nice things about you, Rich. I appreciate you, brother. You're welcome. Hey, Rob, I appreciate you sharing my my live. I appreciate that. I really do. Next time you go live and your next video, I'm going to share Roy's Timber Art Techniques. Hi, do you do any carving? I have a little bit. That's something that I'd really like to get into. I'm actually, aside from carving, this Saturday I'm going to be using a lathe for the first time, so I'm looking forward to that. And for those of you who don't know, I just sold one of my my welders so that I wasn't really using it, and I've done a lot of welding, but I haven't welded in a while, so I figured, hey, I need some space, so I'll sell my welder and then I'll get some things that I need. Well, I was gonna buy a Grizzly lathe because they were on sale, but I held back because my wife met a fellow woodworking person in town recently, and they're part of an organization, a nonprofit, that they have a beautiful workshop. Hopefully I could take a video of it sometime soon, and it's really a refreshing place it's refreshing just to have somewhere like that around here. So point being, I was gonna buy a lathe because they have so many lathes there. They have 6 or 7, and the guy is really good at lathe work, so it's gonna be cool to learn hands-on with him. His name's Matt with IdeaWorks. So I figured, hey, I might as well invest my my money elsewhere for my channel and tools and stuff. So I bought another hand plane, and I bought some new mics. I bought one of those light up rings for my videos, and some other little small things that I've needed, which was nice. Yeah. Anyway, just went off on a tangent, but yeah, to Roy's Timber Art Techniques, I have only done a little bit of carving, but I'm very interested in learning and, doing more in the future. Richard says, thanks for the kind words, sir. Appreciate it. Do your thing, and I love it. Want to help if I can. Love to do that. Yeah, Rich, I appreciate everything you do. Lil Sambo says, do you have a super chat? No, I do not have a super chat. Maybe you can elaborate what that is. Roy's Timber Art Techniques. I'm in Great Britain. It's just gone midnight. Man, I appreciate you joining me. It's late over there too. It's nice to see that people over around the world are watching what you're doing, which is pretty cool. It's nice to be able to share what you're doing and who you are, which is why I like these lives, which I've repeated like 3 times already. But it's just nice to meet new people. That's my number one thing. The relationships that I keep. You make Roy's Timber Art Technique says I make wood spirit bird houses. That's cool, man. Kat says that's awesome. Roy's Timber, welcome. Rob says I need to get new mics. Hey, these I got the idea from Daniel. These Hollyland mics, and I think Daniel might have the nicer ones, but these ones, I think these ones were like 115 on Amazon, and they come in different colors. I got the white ones. Daniel had the black ones, I believe, and I think he has the white ones, but his are like circular, the magnetic ones, I believe. Maybe he can clarify. But yeah, if you're looking for a good mic, Rob, these ones are pretty cool. And one thing I will say about these mics is that they're very like versatile. So my main frame is hooked up to my phone, which is what's recording. But when I do my voiceovers for my videos, it has a connection, the lightning connection that I can hook to my iPad, because I do all my editing on my iPad, which is right here, obviously. Vicky Roberts says, super chat, accept donations via chat. I think you need 500 subs to turn that on. Well, hopefully with the more people that become interested, hopefully I can reach that 500 sometime in the near future. Roy's Timber Art Technique says, thanks, Kat. Turtle says, 516 at my Lacey. I don't know what that means, but maybe you can elaborate. Rob says, those sound really good. Good sound. Yeah, I mean, from the video, they sound good. I like I said, I got turned on to them by Daniel. Daniel says, I'll be live when I get home. See y'all in a while. Awesome. I'll jump on too on your live, Daniel. Roy's Timber Art Technique says, I'm trying to get a noise canceling mic for doing live streams while I'm carving. Any suggestions? These mics have a noise canceling option on them. Usually the light is blue, which I have right now, but there's a right below the power tab on this mic, there is a little yellow tab, and you push that and it turns the light green and it's noise canceling. Money. Daniel says money equals super chat. Maybe you can elaborate on that. I don't really know what you're saying. Kat says, see you soon. Daniel says, Roy's, I use Hollyland. Like I said, I got those from Bearded Viking, which is Daniel. His name's Daniel, and he uses Hollyland. I got turned on to him by him. You know. Rosewood said, okay, Daniel, see you later. And Daniel says, probably an hour or so from now. Perfect. That works out for me because I'll probably go like another hour. Maybe an hour and 10, 15 minutes. We'll see. Super chat equals money. Donations. Oh, cool. Cool. Well, I hope I meet that. I think I saw that option on the, in the YouTube studio. Maybe, is that right, Daniel? Lil Sambo says, yes, bro. If you had super chat, I will donate some. Oh, you know, that's, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Like, hopefully, you know, like, I appreciate your generosity. Hopefully I'll reach that point. I'm working on it. It takes time, but hopefully after those 500 subs, I can get that option so that I can, you know, accept generous donations from wonderful people like you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Roy's Timber Art Technique says, what make and model is the microphone you're using, please? Let me, hold on. Hold on a second. I'm back. Okay, so these are the Hollyland, and they come in this little bag, and they have all these little doohickeys. These ones are called the Lark M1s. So there's you can see that. I'll hold that up for a second. And they work pretty good. I think these are the ones that Daniel used to have. Hopefully I'm correct, but from just looking at them, and I think I told you which ones I was getting, and you said you had those. You said just be careful because when you drop them, they're not too protected, which makes sense. Let's see. Vicky Roberts says, I'd still go check the settings after this live. Maybe I'm wrong about the 500 subs. Might be lower. I think you're right, Vicky. I think you're right. I think it's 500 and it gives you the option. With 500, it gives you some type of monetization. It's not like what you get at 1,000, but it's like a step below. So we'll see. Rosewood Works says, I like carving wood. I have done some cute stuff. Yeah, you've done some cool stuff. I've been checking out your videos. Daniel at Bearded Viking Woodwork says, yes, I think you have to have 500 subs. Keep growing and you'll be there in no time. And I can't wait to send you some super chats. Thanks, Daniel. Roy's Timber Art Technique says, I only have 160 subs, but only started 4 months ago. Hey, I'm lower than, I'm coming up on 150 soon, so, and I've been about 4 months as well, so I'm right in the same boat as you. I'll go subscribe to your channel too, Roy, and maybe you can subscribe to mine. Actually, I'll subscribe right now. Let me click on your profile. Let's see. Let me go. All right, Roy, I've subscribed. Got to show my support. What's up, Chase? How you doing, brother? You having a good day? Rich says, how can I throw you a few dollars? You know me. Want to send you a few dollars to help you out? Let me know. I don't know, man. Just keep supporting me, dude, like you have been, and then maybe when I earn it, when the time comes, when I get those amount of subs from all you wonderful people that are on this journey with me, hopefully that, you know, the time will come for that. But until then, just keep enjoying what I'm doing, and we'll enjoy this journey together. Daniel says, Roy's just subbed to you, bro. Rob says, yeah, it's 500. Rob's coming up on 5. Rob's closer than I am to 500. I think Rob's at like 340. Maybe you can elaborate on that, but I think that's what you're at. Rob's kicking some serious ass, if you don't mind me saying. It's good to see fellow Vikingese doing the dang thing. Roy said, thank you. You're welcome. Lil Sambo said, I will be next year in California. It's a pretty beautiful state. Yes, it is. It is a beautiful state for sure. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello to Chase and T Jr. and Daniel. Vicky Roberts says Venmo, Cash App, Ko-Fi. I think I have a Venmo. I have Apple Pay, if that makes any sense. Kat says D should have the boys 3D print you some rubber bumpers for your mics. So yeah, some rubber bumpers so when they fall, they bounce right back up to me like a yo-yo, you know? I'm stupid, I know, but whatever. Roy's Timber Art Technique says, me too, subscribed. Hey man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love and support. I'm subbed to you as well, just so you know. I'm 162, baby. Chase says, I'm headed to Martinsburg, VA to get a Delta mortiser for $50. Dang, Chase, I know you've been wanting a mortiser. That's on my radar too, man. I think like as far as like power tools, as far as machines, I want a lathe, and I want to earn a lathe, but I'm, you know, as I said, I'll buy a lathe when the time is right, but a mortiser is on my radar too, because you know how I love mortise and tenon, baby. Nice. Roy, you got some other people that are subbing. Vicky Roberts says, Ko-Fi pronounced like coffee, basically. Andy, what's up? Good evening. Nice for you to be here. Dan says, yo, yo. Rosewood Work says, you guys have fancy tools. I want to get a new bandsaw like the one you have in the back. Yeah, I couldn't pass it up. Like, it'd been on sale a few times, which it wasn't even the lowest sale that it has been. Like, I should have jumped on the other sale because it was like $400 cheaper. But I have a 40th anniversary table saw, which I love, and I'm a huge Grizzly fan. I love what they stand for. I love their story. They just make wonderful tools. They're just fabulous. But yeah, I got the 40th anniversary bandsaw to match my table saw. And I figure I'm going back to work soon, but luckily I'm still doing okay for myself. But when I'm working and making a lot more money, you know, it's even more incentive because I'm like a tool junkie and I save for tools. Roy's Timber Art says, what time is it where you are? It's 4:27 p.m. It's Pacific time because I'm in California. Ray said, I have like 9 subscribers. Hey, I was there. You got to start out somewhere. You just keep chugging along, and the videos you're making, you're gonna grow. You just got to keep making them. You know. Bobby Build says, hey, how's everybody? What's up, Bobby? Hope you're having a good night. Nice. Cat subbed Ray, and so did Chase subbed Ray. Nice. Daniel says, yeah, Ryan put me to shame with the 14-inch Grizzly. He got that damn 17-inch one. Dude, you got a killer one too, man. And you, like, the cooler thing about you is that you just, like, you're such a badass and you've been working so hard that that Grizzly gifted you one. That is so cool, man. I was like, so happy for you that, like, it was like I got my own damn bandsaw, even though I did get my own bandsaw at the same time, but I paid for my shit. I didn't work for it, I paid for it. I guess I kind of did work for it, but your story about how you got your bandsaw is a lot cooler than mine. That 14-inch is a beast. I'm still learning my bandsaw. Like, I got gifted a Delta bandsaw recently, and it's pretty nice because I could run a smaller blade and then run my bigger blades on my bigger bandsaw. So it's it's nice to have some options, as most of you know, in the shop. Roy's Timber Art Technique says, appreciate everyone. Thank you. You're welcome. Rosewood Work, cool. Rob says, sweet. Chase says, Daniel, that 14-inch is a beast, though, for show. Vicky Roberts has got to catch them all. Woodworking Tools, XD. Yeah. What's up, Josh? Howdy, brother. I'm glad you could join us. Danny says, yeah, that 14-inch don't play no games, Chase. Yeah, that 14-inch is a badass. Anything Grizzly's badass. Tell me otherwise. I love Grizzly. I'm a huge fan of Grizzly. I have a bench top joiner. It's a 6-inch bench top, but it's a 1.5 horse Grizzly bench top joiner, and that thing is a beast. That thing is like just eats hardwoods for fucking breakfast. Excuse my language, but it cuts so clean. Sorry for the cuss words, by the way. Let's see. Lil Sambo says, so I go sleeping. We will see us again when live next time. Yeah, Lil Sambo, thanks for joining. I'll be scheduling the next one soon. It'll probably be for sometime during the weekend or maybe Monday. We'll see. I try not to interfere with, like, I try to go earlier since I'm kind of on the West Coast, and I try not to interfere with, like, Daniel or, you know, T Junior or anybody who else is doing a live, so we could all kind of get a piece of the pie, you know, and enjoy each other's lives, which is what it's all about. Let's see. And good night, Lil Sambo. Chase says, Josh, what's up, bro? Dan says, Joshua. Roy's Timber Art Techniques. I'm just going to call you Roy. It's a long. I had a lathe and made some candlesticks. That's cool. It was quite cool. But prefer the power carving with the Dremel. Yeah, we got a guy that's really into power carving. His name's Joe Hyde, and he's got his page. I think it might have changed, but it was called the Woodworker's Dilemma. I think now it's Woodworker's DIY Lemma. I think he changed it, but he does a lot of power carving with his Dremel. Rich says, Daniel up in here to help promote. That is awesome. Subscribe to his channel too if you haven't. Yeah, subscribe to Bearded Viking Woodworks. Daniel's the man. He's the reason why I'm on YouTube, pretty much. He was a big influence for me, and I appreciate him. Josh says, didn't forget you, Cat. Chase said, I'm about to buy a 6-inch riser block for my 14-inch. Nice. Dan says, it was a blessing for sure from Grizzly. I was blown away. Yeah, dude, that was cool. That was so cool. I was so happy for you. Cat says, awesome, Roy. Just getting into power carving myself. I haven't done a lot of power carving, but I've it looks pretty cool. Dan says, Rich, hey. Rob says, I just subbed to you, Roy. Dang, got another one, Roy. Vicky says, so after Amazon Intercom lost my package, I managed to reorder the keyhole router bits because they were still on sale, same as Prime Day. Those arrived today. Awesome. That's cool. You're going to be able to do a lot of stuff with those. Chase says, I want the Grizzly 8-inch joiner. I would like to get a Grizzly 8-inch joiner, but My biological dad, he's a carpenter. He's a Finnish carpenter, and he gifted me a Delta 8-inch with like a 76-inch table, which is pretty cool. I don't know if I ever showed it on any of my videos or not, but yeah, it's pretty. It was nice. Roy says, I love California. We go to Sequoia National Park. General Sherman is the largest sequoia tree in the world. My brother used to work there. He used to work at Grant Grove. He was the executive chef. And now he's an executive chef in Pismo, if you're familiar. Pismo, California, which is by the beach. My brother's a traveler. He's a badass chef too. Maybe if any of you guys come to California, we can all go to my cabin in Shaver, and maybe my brother could come and we could all cook it up, you know. I know Big Mex likes that barbecue, and I know Daniel used to cook too. Don't think I forgot, baby. Josh says, Chase, I got the 6-inch riser for my 14-inch jet, but haven't put it on yet, waiting until I burn out the shorter blades. Kat says, 100% Rich, Bearded Viking Woodworks crew lifts each other up, for sure. Chase says, let me know how you like it, Josh. Daniel says, absolutely, Ryan. I love watching you and others on live. It's nice watching. Woodworkers DIY Lemma is Joe. He's awesome. Yeah, Joe's pretty awesome. He's a cool ass dude. He's real witty too. Real funny guy. And he's got a cool channel. You got to check it out. Let's see. Rich says, Daniel, hey brother, hope you had an awesome day. Daniel says, it was an awesome day, Rich. Hope yours was full of joy and laughter. Thanks, Vic, on the key slots. Chase says, the Delta 8-inch is a solid machine. Yeah. You know what's crazy is it's a lot quieter than my 6-inch benchtop. My Grizzly just screams. But this Delta's like, it's real quiet. Let's see. Josh says, it ever cools down, I want to start chainsaw carving. My brother does some and said I would be a natural at it. We'll see. I bet you will be. Mackenzie says, oh, cool. Kat just threw down Joe's channel. So if anybody wants to click on that link, they could go follow Joe Hyde, DIY, determined. Wait, what's his handle again? Woodworkers DIY Lemma. Sorry. Excuse my gibberish. Rich says, not really, but I live, he's talking to Daniel, not really, but I live not really, but in a live with 77 Rockets, which makes it better. Plus yours, of course. Want to donate to 77, but can't yet. Will do when I can. Thanks, Rich. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Just the support means a lot, you know. It's nice that you guys. It's nice that you guys join me. Like, I know everybody has lives and they got their own stuff going on, but it's so cool that just people just join you on these things and just to hang out. You know, it's fun. I like these. I'm definitely hooked on doing them. Josh says, what kind of bits do you get, Vicky? Chase says, I'm going to be making all the cabinet doors for my house. What do you use for panels, Ryan? Okay, so are you talking as far as like, and I'm talking to Chase about this. Chase, are you talking mainly about like cabinet doors and drawer faces? Or are you talking about like the carcasses themselves? Oh, you said cabinet doors. Okay, so cabinet doors I use for my rails and stiles, because they're paint red, I use poplar. And obviously, you know, you've heard me talk about how it's a little bit over $4 a board foot here, and you said it was $1 over there for you, so it's pretty cheap, you know. You should be able to do a nice little takeoff if you, and cabinets vary, but you could do a nice little takeoff of all your material. For those of you who don't know what a takeoff is, when you have a job and you get a set of plans, or just building things in general, you do a takeoff. And a takeoff consists of all the materials you're going to use, all the time, all the, you know, whatever it may be, hours, things like that. But it's a breakdown of everything, for those who don't know. But to answer your question further, I'll get some. Hold on, Chase. Or you know what, rather, I'll show my. I'm still here. So this is one of my cabinet doors. This is poplar. These are my rails and these are my stiles. And I do a mortise and tenon and I dado out a groove in the center of all of these. And the mortise and tenon locks in. And then this center panel is MDF. So the MDF, what I do is I take my dimension inside my groove, and then my dimension from the back of the bottom of my poplar to the beginning of my groove, my dadoed groove. And that gives me a dimension that I need to make this flush, because I like everything to be flush. So I rabbit out a groove in this MDF. And MDF is paint grade as well. If that makes any sense. And I'll check the comments right now. Let's see. Okay, doors and drawer faces. Yeah, same concept applies. That's what I use. Paint grade poplar and MDF for the center panel. They're both paint grade. Yes, MDF paneling. Daniel was right. That's what I use for paneling as well. And for the rails and stiles, I use poplar because it's paint grade, and it's a cheaper wood. It's fairly dense too. As far as carcasses, I don't know if you're going to build any carcasses, but I go with like a maple, a hard maple plywood, or like a veneer plywood too, like a nice one, or like a Baltic birch. I like those both. Yeah. Yep, material and cost. Takeoff. I like detail. I mean, I'm sure takeoffs can be fun and then they can't be fun. It just depends how big the job is, as you know, Daniel. Josh says, I've been eyeing up the Frood keyhole bits. They look pretty badass. Yeah, Frood makes some good bits. Rob says, poplar is really good wood to use. Yeah, poplar is good for paint grade and to practice with. I did a lot of practice with poplar for like dovetails and stuff like that and whatever. Test pieces. Daniel says, takeoffs are my least favorite thing to do. Yeah, they can be fun and not fun. If you do them enough, they're probably not fun, which I've done a lot of them. Josh, that's what I use. T-Junior said, nice 77. Josh says, Daniel, they look like they can cut deeper too. Is that true? Daniel says, yes. Mackenzie says, cool. Chase says, thank you, sir. I saw Daniel's headboard doors and gonna ask my wife if she wants painted or wood. Beadboard. Vicky says, Josh, the last ones I got are Baytori brand. Probably nothing great, but cheap enough to figure out if I want to upgrade to nicer quality. For takeoffs, I always add extra. I add extra too. It just depends what kind of project. I usually go like 10%. If it's like a project I'm doing, 10-15% difference for fluctuation, you know. And if it's a job, it kind of varies. This, as far as router bits, I feel like Unico is a good brand. They're not too expensive. They have fairly good bits. Maybe somebody else can elaborate on that. Frood bits can be a bit pricey, but they're damn good. But Unico makes some good bits too. Maybe some other people can add to that. Josh says, Vicky, just go slow and easy, no fun when they snap off. I'm sure they aren't fun. Yeah, so just hanging out. A little bit of a breeze right now. What's everybody up to tonight? Besides for joining Daniel's live next after this one, I'm sure. Anybody working on their wine caddy? I know I have been. I have a little bit of time to go. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I put a lot of detail in it. Hopefully you guys like it. Josh says, I've had really good luck with CMT stuff. CMT is awesome. CMT has an awesome dado stack. I have a Frood 8-inch dado stack that I like, that I've had for a while. But if I was to ever get another dado stack, I think I would probably go CMT. Vicky's working. Daniel says, doing takeoffs on turnkey custom home builds is excruciatingly exhausting. I usually get my supplier to set the set of plans and have them do a separate takeoff to compare with mine, and it's usually the same. Yeah, it's interesting that you say that, because myself and like other foremen, they will we'll both do our own takeoff, and then we'll kind of collaborate, if you will, and see where we differ, and it kind of helps out a lot. That's pretty cool that you do that, man. I do the same thing. Great minds think alike, right? Vicky says, staring at pages and pages of logs all night long. Kat says, I'm sure yours will be awesome, Ryan. I hope so. I put a lot of I'm pretty proud of this build, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, I'm very proud of it. It's been very, very rewarding. Late nights working, obviously, because a lot of my time's spent doing other stuff as well. So yeah. Rob says, I'm getting ready for the upcoming festival. Nice. Vicky says, what do you mean by takeoffs? So whenever you have a job, there's always a set of plans usually, and then a takeoff, it helps you get everything handled as far as like materials and like planning and hours and things like that. Everything that a job entails, you're taking off on your job plan, really. Is that a cut sheet? Like a cut sheet? No, it's not like a cut sheet. I mean, when you're doing a build, you could do a breakdown, really, but takeoffs are different. Takeoffs are just kind of like quantities and stuff like that. It's everything like, homes are different, because there's different materials, but like as far as like, because I build infrastructures and things like that, like bridges and things like that, so you need to do like quantities for like concrete, takeoff for your concrete, like find everything out, how many trucks you're going to have, how much material you're going to use. It's just stuff like that. Takeoffs is just something, is a tool that you use to be ready for everything, even though things change. But having a good takeoff is needed to do with a job. Kinsey says, well, I finished Daniel's challenge. Now I'm cooking later. Watch the Viking live. Nice, me too. I got pizza. I'm not going to be cooking, but I'll be watching the live. Josh says, going to be tough for me to make deadline. Got stranded with car breakdown yesterday and lost a lot of time planned for caddy. Might have overextended myself on this one. Yeah, Daniel. Collaboration on a takeoff is key. Like, that's just collaboration in general. Like, I feel like it is a really big win as far as construction is concerned, because not everybody wants to work together, as you know. So just having somebody that kind of puts their spin on stuff, as you would say, and then you put your spin on it and just do your work and they do yours, and then you guys kind of can come together and just, two minds think better than one, right? Or more. And I just read your next, yes, great minds think alike. Yeah, as I said, yeah. Kat said, get it, Mackenzie. Daniel said, can't wait for everyone's caddy. I'm so excited to see them all. Me too. I'm excited. This is a good one, I've never built a wine caddy. I've built a lot of stuff, but I've never built a wine caddy. So this is pretty cool for me. And it's for my wife, so that was extra special to me. I wanted it to be nice for her. Rich says, wish could on the wine caddy, just didn't have the time with work stuff. Kills me because I have a cool build. Well, you can still make one, man. You can still make one, Rich, and show us all. I'm sure we'd love to see it, Even though it's not part of the challenge, you could still have fun with the build and challenge yourself, Vicky says, gotcha, thank you. Rob says, what project is the Purple Heart 77? So I joined these two pieces together, and this is the outside of my box from my wine caddy. It has my pins, and it has a rabbited edge for the top panel, and then a dado groove for the bottom panel, and then my my box goes inside. But these are going to be in this dado slot right here. And there's two of them, one on each side, and then I'm going to do some type of joinery on the top where you could hold them, and then I'm not going to give it all away, but you get the picture. You almost got it out of me, but you get out the way. But that's what the Purple Heart is for. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been really fun. Yeah, aside from wanting my next few power tools, which is a lathe and a mortiser, I took a little trip on Lee Nielsen's website, and I made a little cart just to see what I would want to get. And between like hand planes and some more chisels and a bunch of stuff, I think I was up to like $2,000 in hand tools. So it was nice to just get kind of an idea of what like I could strive for. Lee Nielsen, if you don't know, maybe Daniel can elaborate more on this because he's a lot more seasoned with hand tools, but from what I've gathered from Rob Kostman in the past, he says because he's not just a content creator, he was a salesman for Lee Nielsen for years. So everybody bases their models really, and I don't know if Clifton does, Daniel, but I know that Lee Nielsen and Veritas, I know that they base a lot of their hand planes on the Stanley Sweetheart and Stanley models of planes. Maybe you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember Kostman saying something like that. But anyway, Lee Nielsen makes some wonderful hand tools. They're wonderful. They're some of the best in the world. If you have a chance to check them out, his website, they're pretty awesome. Veritas does too. Veritas has a pretty cool package, like a 3-tier package for their planes, which I like. Anyway, Rob says, oh hell yeah, sweet. Yeah, it's been sweet, brother. It's been fun. I've been having a lot of fun with this thing. Been sweating like a damn dog late night, man. Shop gets hot, but it's like you're working, so you're like, yeah, you get in that groove. Josh says, making my caddy out of cutoffs and rips. Didn't get time to mill down big stuff, but I think my take will go over well. Dude, your take always goes over well, Josh. You have a very creative mind, my friend. I'm everything that you make has been interesting and a lot of fun too. And it's really been rewarding for me to see your channel grow, you know. Josh does some pretty interesting stuff. Very, very creative and a very good dude, if you don't know. Yeah, besides for the live, I'm just going to be working on my caddy for tonight. I think I should be able to finish it up tonight. I think I should be able to. I had to be real strategic with everything because it has a lot of moving parts, so I want it all to work out. And then I have, as far as like the last tier of the build, there's a few things that I'm kind of thinking in my mind, and it should be okay. Josh says, can't tell you how much I appreciate that, bro. Hey man, I'm just trying to be a good friend to you like you are to me. You know, you're nothing but kind to me. You uplift me and support me, and you're just a good dude, Josh. Rosewood Work Mackenzie says, can't wait to see everyone's caddies. Woohoo! Will be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna try hard to get mine done today, and I've been filming as I'm doing all this, so it should be a pretty good video. I'm trying to go pretty well in depth with it. It's just been a lot of fun, you know. Lots of footage. It might be a little bit longer than my last couple of videos, but it should be good. Kat says, how many times did you change your design before choosing one? Okay, so for example, like I drew out my design, and then I kind of did a takeoff on it. I broke it down into sections, and then I built by my sections per plan, and then I broke down all my. I like to write down all my dimensions on the same paper as I go, so that I remember, and so that I can overlook them. And if I want to ever build something like that again, similar, I can kind of make something the same, or just put a twist on it, you know. But yeah, I have everything broken down on here, and I always try to look at stuff visually as well, not just per plan. I guess it's just the carpenter in me, you know. I'm used to doing stuff per plan, but like now that I'm getting more and more into building, which I've always done a lot of building, but like more complex building with different things, I like to be very detailed in everything I do. And I like to label everything I do, and you know, it's just my own thing that I do. It works for me. Might not work for someone else, but it works for me. And I like to think like when I learn stuff, another thing that drives me to learn as much as I can is I want to be able to teach somebody. I want to be a good teacher. I want to be able to show somebody, and it takes a lot of patience to be a good teacher and to be able to like articulate things and show somebody in a way that they can understand, because everybody's different, you know. So that's a fun aspect for me too, and I like to remind myself that, you know. I mean, I get frustrated just like anybody else, and I have my days, but I have to step back sometimes and say, hey, you know, let's just take a second and just like, you know, and just work through it. Josh says, I know the stuff I do isn't really the type of thing where I give precise directions, but most of the time I'm just trying something new and winging it as I go. Not everyone's cup of tea. Well, Josh, that is nothing you do is ever gonna is always gonna be someone's cup of tea. But I will tell you this: just you being that way and how you do things is even cooler, man. It's just like I'm gonna go for this and like I'm gonna make this thing beautiful, and you do. It's a wonderful thing. You should be very proud of yourself. Vicky says, I have a serious question out of curiosity. How many of us loved playing with Legos as kids? Shit, I love Legos. I play with Legos still. I was a big Ninja Turtles fan when I was a kid. I love cartoons. I like to draw. Like, I'm still a kid. You know, I like toys still. Legos are cool. We were actually at the store the other day, and my daughter was, you know, she likes to look at things, and it's cool because you get to see her be real excited about what she sees, you know, because she's 9 months old. So like she saw some Legos, and they were like the baby Legos, and she was like looking at them. It was cool. So that's definitely going to be something that we're going to get her soon. So to answer your question, yes, I love Legos. You're not the only one. Josh says, just hoping to inspire creativity. Dude, you do more than just inspire, man. You're an amazing dude, Josh. I can't say that enough. Rob says, and you go back to later on a few years from now? Yeah. It's good to go back and be able to look back on this journey and, you know, I don't know if you're talking about the plans, Rob, or the project aspect of things, or just like the journey in general. Maybe you can elaborate. Kat says, absolutely. Daniel says, I can't find my damn broom. Hey, man, I couldn't find my damn broom today, too. I was like, where's my broom? And I found it. It was like right in front of me. Rob says, I did, Vicky. Ray says, I don't think Legos was around when I was a kid. What was around when you were a kid, Ray? Share with us. I'd love to. I love toys and whatever. Tell us. I'm a big kid, man. Josh says, Vicky, Legos were after my time. I played with Lincoln Logs. Lincoln Logs were cool too, man. And Tinker Toys. Daniel says, I said that in one of my videos. Intro being an 80s baby, Legos and Lincoln Logs was the best. You're damn right. and you know what, Daniel? I know I'm not the only one. I'm a gigantic, and I don't care what anybody says, I'm a gigantic Ninja Turtles fan. I love the Ninja Turtles. Not so much the new ones, but like the 80s, that was my shit, man. Kat says, I played with Legos, Lincoln Logs, and wood blocks as a kid. Lava Love, big wood blocks were my fave. Oh, don't forget Connects. I remember Connects. Yeah, T Junior Plans, yeah. Plans for sure. I like plan reading. I like plan reading. In California, we go by because I'm a carpenter, a union carpenter, so we have there's state laws as well, like on jobs for big jobs, and federal laws. So like we go by the Caltrans standard, and they have these 3 big books. I don't know where they're at. Let me see. So these are the Caltrans standard plans, and they have specifications as well. So there's 3 books this big, and I've read them all. And I keep them on hand because there's things in the plans, specific plans, that revert back to these standard plans. And these are just fine details. I like shit like that, man. I'm a detail guy. I actually had a guy, and this isn't like hating on him or anything, but he said, I said, I think I'm going to get a set of standard plans and specifications. And he's like, why do you need to do that? And I said, why don't I need to do that? Right? Why don't I need to learn as much as I can and want to like expand my horizon as much as I can? The only person that puts a cap on what you do and what you learn and what you experience is you, not anybody else. You. Just remember that. That's what I go by. I'm not hurting anybody's feelings by learning as much as I can. I'm just learning because I like to learn. Kat says, yas, Tinker Toys. Daniel says, yas, this pizza dude's got 30 seconds. Yeah, you got it, host brain. Vicky says, I had a giant Ninja Turtle plushie. I kept from getting it when I was 4 until I was 19. I had one too. Vicky says, had to abandon it when I ran away from X. Maybe it found a new home, you know? I don't know. Ray said, I remember Lincoln Logs and Erector sets. Nice. Mackenzie says, I did play with Kinects. It was awesome. Now I feel old. Josh says, dang, I'm feeling old now. I still remember the Christmas I got Atari system with 2 joysticks. Dang. Rob Tuck says, yes, I was a union carpenter years ago. Nice. Fellow union carpenter, baby. Much love, Rob. That's cool, man. Kat says, exactly, limitless. Yes, limitless. We aren't here for a long time, but we're here for a good time. A short time is a good time, so you got to enjoy it. Yeah, that's the way I like to live, Daniel. I like to. That's how I like to be. You know, I am who I am, and not everybody's gonna like who I am, and that's okay. There's always room for others, but I try to be the best person I can be every day to other people as well. Vicky said, doubt it. Knowing the guy, he likely threw everything of mine in the trash. Daniel said, hell with your ex. I second that. Hell with that fool. You could throw that fool in the basura. Basura means trash in Spanish. You union folk are all alike, damn it. I'm kidding. I try to be as different as I can. I'm not going to hate on union workers. Yeah. Josh says, you only find things you can't do after you try them. That's true. Daniel says, right, Josh? Vicky says, laugh out loud. Daniel says, trash. You aren't wrong, Daniel. I definitely am different, man. You the man too, bro. You the man. I appreciate you and love you, man. Kat says, I haven't found anything I can't do. Just takes practice and persistence, right? You know? Vicky Roberts says, you can't convince me this ain't strawberry Kool-Aid. I'm going to keep you guessing, you know? I got one of these, too. I like these things. It's the No Sugar Rockstar. Daniel says, indeed, Cap. Ray says, my boys used to have every Ninja Turtle thing ever made, I believe. That's cool. That's cool, Ray. I love the Ninja Turtles too, man. I had all the shit. I'd like every summer I'd go work up at my grandparents' house in Shaver, and I'd cut and stack wood, and I'd drive nails in the deck, and we'd replace the deck and stuff like that. I did a lot of stuff like that. And then my grandma would, on her side, so she'd give me money, like I'd help her garden and things like that, and just learn a bunch of stuff. And they pay me pretty good, and some of the things I'd buy would be Ninja Turtles. I'd buy my clothes and my shoes for school, and I'd buy Ninja Turtles. I'm not much of a video game guy. I kind of like old stuff, but like I'm not really a video game guy. But I was really into Ninja Turtles. I love you too, bro. I love all these people. I love you all too, just like Daniel said. He said, I ruined my digestive system with Monster energy drinks. They could do that, especially the ones with the sugar, man. Josh says, you're lucky, Ray. Everything in my house was Dora and Frozen for years. Whew. I'm trying not to introduce my daughter to Frozen. Not hating on Frozen. I like old Disney cartoons and I like to introduce her to old stuff. Dana says, all right, I got to get set up for the live, Skal. Dana says, that's bad for you, Vic. Rob says, see you soon, Beard Viking. Josh says, see you soon. Daniel says, blah. Vicky says, no kidding, laugh out loud. Daniel says, 10-4. I don't want to leave, damn it. Well, maybe you could give me like 5 minutes and I'll jump off, and then we could join. If that's 5-10 minutes, Dan, then I'll jump off so I could join you live. I could join on yours. Maybe that'd be a good time to end it. 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know. I don't know how long it takes you to set up, but hopefully that works. Ray says grandkids was Dora and Frozen. Vicky says best recent Disney is Moana. That was a good one. Daniel says yes, keep it classic Disney. Yes. Kat says good luck with that, Ryan. I know, right? Thanks, Dan. Yeah, my goal today was to go probably an hour and a half. I'm creeping up on that pretty soon. I'm about 17 minutes away. So maybe I could go to an hour and a half, and then I'll jump off. One of my lives was over 2 hours. I mean, that was pretty cool, and it was nice that you guys were joining me, you know. Josh says, "Welp, might as well break out the rum and coke. Ain't getting shit done tonight." This one time, okay, I was in my mind, I was determined to get in the shop, but I got some pizza and I got some beer, and I definitely had too much beer, and I got into the shop and I was like, yeah, this isn't happening. That was a ways back, but yeah. Mackenzie says, I love Disney movies. Me too, especially old ones. Vicky says, right now at my house it's Blippi, Paw Patrol, and Bluey. Bluey is the GOAT. My daughter likes Bluey. Kat says, make it Jack and I'll join you, Josh. Shit, I'd love to join you too, Josh. Kat says, yes, Bluey is the GOAT. Yeah, I like cartoons. They're fun. I think whatever my daughter likes, I'm gonna like. You know. I mean, I probably won't love it, but I'll like it definitely. What's up, Jay? Glad you could join us. Hope you had a good day. Keep her away from Peppa Pig. My older daughter used to watch Peppa Pig, and she used to watch Caillou too. You know what Caillou is? I couldn't do Caillou. I felt like I was gonna pull my hair out with that cartoon. And I don't really feel that way about mini cartoons. Josh says, I actually don't drink Coke. Prefer wild cherry Pepsi and brandy, but rum was on sale. Nice. Vicky says, Peppa Pig is so toxic. Peppa Pig is interesting. Kat says, loved introducing my kids to Jem and Rocky and Bullwinkle. Rocky and Bullwinkle, damn. That takes me back. When I was a kid, I used to watch Looney Tunes, and then they'd have like the Merry Melodies, and then after that, I don't know if any of you remember this, but after that, they'd have Nick at Night, and I used to watch like Mork and Mindy and like all those old shows. I used to love that when I was a kid for some odd reason. He's the devil child. Jay said, just thought I would pop on for a first 77 Rockets live. Well, I'm glad you joined us. This is my third live, baby. Ray says, great live tonight, Ryan. I'm going to take a break and catch Beard Viking in a few. I'm glad you could join, Ray. Kat says, yeppers. Yeah, I'm gonna go about 5 more minutes and then kind of gear down and then get ready for Daniel's live. It's been a lot of fun tonight, though. Thanks, Rob. It was very fun. It's a good live. I enjoyed it a lot. Glad you all could join me. It's been a lot of fun. Josh says they have a channel up here that plays the old cartoons 24/7, Looney Tunes, Woody Woodpecker, Bullwinkle, Yogi. It's awesome. That is awesome. That's kind of like what's that channel, Boomerang? It's kind of like that. Vicky says nice. Yeah, it's I like old stuff. I'm like old movies, old TV shows, cartoons, whatever, and then old music. I'm a huge fan of old music. Some of the new music is okay, but like I'm pretty interested in old stuff. Vicky says Woody Woodpecker was one of my favorites. Kat says, glad I'm not the only one that didn't like their kids watching Caillou. I mean, I don't like to hate on the show, but I always felt like Caillou was like picking on his little sister or whatever it was. Kat says, Woody. Vicky says, as a French speaker, I want to apologize to the world for Caillou. We also didn't like that monster. Hey, Vicky, have you ever seen the show Madeline? I think that's from France. Josh says, they wouldn't get away with those today. Yeah, some of those old cartoons, man, they definitely wouldn't get away with that today. It's definitely a different world. But the cartoons were actually better back then. Sorry, people of today. Kat says, thanks, Vicky. Vicky says, yep. And then Kat says, he's a brat. Yeah. Caillou was a brat. Yeah. Oh, you can kind of see the ring on my live. I should have positioned the camera differently. I didn't know that was going to show up this time. Oh well. Too late now. Only got like a few minutes left. Yeah, so I'm probably going to join. I'll probably join Daniel on his live, and then I'll take a little break, and then jump into the shop later again tonight, and hopefully get close to finishing my wine caddy. That's the plan. Mackenzie says old school cartoons are way better than what we have today. I agree. Vicky says Bluey makes up for the bad cartoons. Bluey actually isn't that bad. I didn't even know until I saw it right now. I was looking at my phone. the record top portion of my phone, and there's a little bar across the top. Kat says, "See you soon. Got to take this call." See you, Kat. I'll see you on Daniel's live. See you on the next live, Rob. Thanks for sharing my live. I appreciate that, man. Well, all right. It's been fun. I'm gonna jump off now. I appreciate everybody for coming and joining me live. It's been a lot of fun. I'm gonna schedule my next one for probably the weekend sometime or Monday. We'll see. Maybe you guys could give me some feedback on my community page or Facebook page, rather, if you want. But thank you again for joining me. I'll see you guys on Daniel's live, and anybody who's not going to join Daniel's live, I'll see you on the next live. See you.